YouTube. So I'm back with my test results. I called the doctor Friday to find out what my FSH levels were and what my estrogen levels were. And my FSH levels are at 6, which is good. On a scale of, I think he wants it underneath 10, and I'm 6, so that was good news. Then my estrogen levels were 100, which he said seemed a little high. And they're supposed to be in between 20 and 75. So 100 seems a little high, but 200 is really high. He's like 200 I would worry about, 100 I'm not really worried about. So I'm like, okay, so what does that mean? Because doctors are quick to tell you stuff, but then not tell you why they're saying that. So he's like, well, I'm not going to worry about it, your age, with you being 36 or whatever. I expect to see a rise. He's like, so I'm not going to worry about it. I was like, what about my thyroids? Should I be worried about that? He's like, no, your thyroid's fine. Everything else is fine. All your tests came out fine. I'm not worried about it. So you would think, right, that would make me feel better. But it didn't. It just left me with more questions. And I had him on loudspeaker because I wanted kind of a second opinion, and my daughter, although she's only 16, really catches stuff that I wouldn't normally catch, and she really has been like my biggest support, network. She's always been like, Mom, don't worry about it, and it's going to happen, and really rooting for me. And you have to have someone like that, in your corner. I mean, I know my old man wants it, but I guess, I don't know, I need to hear it every day. I feel silly even making this video because it seems like I'm just going on and on about this whole thing over and over again, and I feel like I'm just chasing my tail. And every time I hear something, it just seems like I'm no closer to my journey or ending my journey than I was before. Anyways, so he says he can't do anything else until he tests my old man, which is great, but he doesn't get tested. He can't run the blood work or the sperm analysis until at night. And today's Sunday, so I'm ovulating come Wednesday or Thursday. So like we're doing the do like crazy right now. Actually, really not. We're not going to do as much as we did last month. Because honestly, I don't want to say that I think he's shooting blanks, but I don't really think, I don't know. I don't know what to think. I'm not giving up hope, but I'm not really positive it's going to happen. I'm just kind of running on low. You know what I'm saying? I'm not convinced that we can do it on our own. I don't know. It's just, this whole journey has been humbling to say least, but so frustrating. So frustrating. It's like I'm fighting myself. Every thought that I have to counteract it with something else. And every time I get sad, I have to be like, okay, it's going to happen. You have to stay positive, or don't think about that, or don't get upset when you see other babies or pregnant moms, which I'm not mad. Like, if you're pregnant and you're watching this, I'm not mad at you. Like, I'm not mad. I just get sad. It's like an inner, why can't it be me? Although it's been me before, and I know that sounds selfish, like, God, you already have 3 beautiful kids or whatever. You shouldn't feel like that. But I do, and I can't help the way I feel, just like you can't help the way you feel. Like, it's just the way we feel. Feelings are felt, they're not necessarily thought. Or you can't pre-think that. It's just a reaction, and I'm constantly fighting that. So those are my results. And I guess I'm back at square one. I am going to stop taking the Dr. Christopher's line right now, because I think some of the herbs that are in some of the pills that I've been taking have increased my estrogen levels. I know black cohosh does it. I do a lot of dairy, which I'm going to stop doing. And here I go with self-diagnosing myself. My daughter's like, stop self-diagnosing yourself. Like, that's what you have a doctor for. Like, you would think I would have some relief, some burden being lifted off of me now that I am going to a fertility specialist, but it still feels like I'm tweaking things, and it's still, I don't know, maybe it's the controlling person in me that's just like, I have to take action. I can't just sit around and not do anything. So anyways, that's the way I feel. I guess I can only just wait. I mean, I won't see him until the beginning of March, which should be soon, but not soon enough, obviously. And then this 2-week wait is just, it's going to be brutal. Waiting for results and waiting to see what happens. But I don't know. I'm not giving up. I'm just a little disheartened. I'm having a hard time staying positive. Even with all the mental reminders I have like little inspirational notes all over my house and little pre-baby stashing all over the house. I don't know if it's helping me or making me feel worse. I don't know. I think today it made me feel worse. Actually, when I started putting everything away, I was like, you know what, you're freaking crazy. You have all this stuff. You're not even pregnant yet. It could be a whole nother year before you get pregnant. Why do you have all this crap? I mean, like, what's the purpose? What are you really doing? And of course, my daughter comes in and she's just like, Mom, you know, you've been trying this for a year, and really this isn't a lot of stuff, because like I said, I have a lot of stuff, but maybe I'm being dramatic. I'll throw some numbers out there. I have at least 70 diapers. That might be on the lower end of the spectrum. I have a lot of baby clothes, at least a Tupperware full of baby clothes. And I'm trying not to buy anything else. And I think mainly the reason why I'm not going to buy anything else is because I think it might be inadvertently making me sadder, if that makes sense. So I went to the library and I picked up some books, and not baby-related books. I picked up some action books, and I'm going to really try to redirect my thinking and not think about this. I have to think about it this week, because obviously we're going to be doing the do and trying to baby make. But I think after that, I'm really going to try not to think about it. I'm tired of talking to my therapist about it. Yes, I have a therapist. I had to pick one up. This whole trying to conceive cycle has been insane. Like, I would not have been able to do it without help from her. Like, she's really been trying to keep me grounded and keeping me positive too. So that's my plan. Vitex, the Geritol liquid. I am doing the tablets, the Geritol Complete at night. Why? Because I don't know. Because I am. I'm self-diagnosing myself. I'm all over the place. Like, I have nothing else to say. Like, it's just, that's what I'm doing. I feel like I have to do something. I can't just sit around and not do anything. And I'm going to cut down on the dairy, because I do dairy all the time. Cheese, milk. I'm going to stop doing those, because those do carry a lot of estrogen. So that's what I'm doing. That's my update. I'm probably not going to post another video for at least 2 weeks or so. Not because it's pointless, but because it's pointless. And I think I'll just probably be sad. Like, I'm going to be going into this sad 2-week wait thing, and you guys don't want to see it. Like, I feel bummed out right now. And I'm just not going to post any videos with me being sad and crying and frustrated and emotional. And you don't want to see that. It's not worth seeing. So that's what I'm doing this cycle, and that was just a quick update on what my levels were. And if you have any comments or questions, put them in there. I'll answer. I have nothing else to do. And that's it. Bye.